It's Kate, right? Kate asked the question, what's the difference between being defensive and being deceptive? Well, one often leads to the other, right? Or one is a reason for the other. Give these guys a big round of applause. But it's a good question, so let me address it. There's this phenomenon in kinesics we call Othello's error or Othello's flaw. And this is why baselining is really, really important. If you don't have a baseline, you don't have anything, okay? Othello's error or Othello's flaw . Remember, all deception indicators are signs of stress. So if somebody's already on the defensive, it's going to be very, very difficult to tell necessarily without digging really probing questions if it's due to just their natural way of expressing themselves or if they're actually lying to you. This is why the baseline is so important. If you know somebody is naturally a little bit on the anxious side, then it's always a good idea, go back to the 3 magic questions, establish a non-threatening communication, and then slowly, tangentially, work questions into the dialogue. One of those drills is where you actually hold a conversation, and you have diametrically opposing viewpoints. You pick a very polar topic, and you have to maintain your point of view and try to convince the other person while matching and mirroring them. And what people discover is that within a very short time, they just give up. Because the physiology overwhelms your psychology, and you just start looking for ways to compromise and agree. In fact, when they do lie, they will physically break the rapport connection between you. They literally have to change their posture to set up a defense to it.
So establishing the baseline isn't just about what you hear, it's more about establishing that physiology. That's why I was asking, what do we need to be doing?
You need to, again, you need to put the client or the subject in a state of ease, or at least normal. What's normal for that person? And you need to make sure that you know what is normal for that person, right? You know, if they normally stand slouched, right, then that's your baseline. You know, you say something potentially provocative and they step back, or they straighten up, or they put up something that distances them either physically or symbolically, then you have a deviation from the baseline. Does that make sense?